Hold up. Baller alert. Baller alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Baller Alert Radio, the home of comment creeping, baller mail, groupie tales, morning wood, and baller wars. This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist Kenny Burns with SuSolo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
It was all a dream.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down.
Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight, because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts.
This is Baller Alert Radio, featuring your lifestyle specialist Kenny Burns with SuSolo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real. Yeah, Baller Nation, it's your lifestyle specialist Kenny Burns.
Your favorite Ethiopian, SuSolo.
And Ferrari Simmons, where are you, bro?
Where is he?
Where are you, bro? I heard he had like a Baller Alert edition party or something. Baller Alert Radio.
A Baller Alert party?
A party, and he didn't invite us.
Where was this party?
It was in Orlando, but we ain't gonna shout out the promoters because they ain't pay us no money.
So Ferrari went down there to get a check by his damn self.
Yeah, but we salute the young king. Big shout out to Ferrari Simmons. He had to go get that large bag down in Orlando. How was your weekend, my love?
The weekend was really good. Long, obviously. Labor Day weekend, Luda Day weekend.
Oh, we survived it.
Yeah, Get Brunch was crazy Saturday. It's been a long weekend.
Get Brunch was pop locking.
Get Brunch was pop.
You see, I gotta come through there. I was watching you on social media, young SuSolo, and I noticed that you did my slow jam set. And I might say, baby, y'all did that. You know, can we talk? And you little Puerto Rican friend, you Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Dominican.
Totally not Puerto Rican.
They're like, okay, great. But she was singing, you know, the top of her lungs along with your crew.
Yes.
So it looked like it was pop.
I would love for you to come get brunch. Like, we definitely do a blend of things. We play a lot of things.
Okay, well, we're going to do a special Baller Alert Radio edition of Get Brunch coming soon. So stay tuned. Now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case you missed it.
Just in case you missed it. First and foremost, I get slightly emotional thinking about No More Power for a little while. So let's have a moment in silence for power, please. Rest in power, please. Just a moment of silence, please. I am the verse. Thank you. Shh. She doesn't want to hear this because she hasn't seen it yet. But power has come to an annoying wrap. I am emotionally unbalanced. I think that there needs to be more episodes, 1. And 2, Tariq killed Ray Ray, baby. Tariq done killed Ray Ray for killing his sister. He's in the game now. He's all the way in the game.
I don't know where to start with this situation. I feel so bad. Like, Tariq just got drug into the ghost
culture.
Yeah, man. Like, that kid wasn't about that life. It just...
But he shot his sister in front of him. You had to know it was going to be reparations.
Yeah. I just didn't expect for Tariq to be the one to try to handle that.
I didn't even, like, I mean, for me, having a young son, I don't want to equate this to real life because we all know it's not real life. This is not real life. Power is not real life. I don't want nobody going out there trying to kill a lawyer. I've been seeing stuff on the internet. They're trying to kill the lawyer. The lawyer finna die.
In real life?
Yeah. Not literally, but they're going to whoop his ass. But anyway, I can't fathom. You know what I'm saying? You know, the well-to-do life. He's trying to do right. He's trying to claim, and your son gets caught up in the game.
That's kind of what happens, right?
Yeah, I guess by default.
You set the trail and they follow.
Crazy. And then speaking of Tasha, and the dude standing next to the dude with the lawyer.
The lawyer dude.
What is up with the lawyer dude? I don't like the way he looks. He looked like his face stink. Not in real life. I'm just saying, like, stink like messy, nasty, shitty breath. You just causing problems for everybody involved, you motherfucker.
I think Tasha is looking at the situation like, oh my God, this is a good, clean guy. He's clean.
No,
you know,
Tasha's a freak.
No. Y'all gotta stop saying Tasha's a freak. Tasha ain't no freak.
Tasha's emotionally imbalanced.
Rightfully so, probably.
But she's a gangster too. She's part of the gangsterdom.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So she needs a square.
Ooh.
Like you used to have.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, sometimes in this industry, you need someone that is regular.
Yeah, the offset.
To kind of offset.
To offset,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think she
not
was
the
like,
rapper.
nah, not the rapper. That's not
Offset.
for me. Don't come fight for me, girl.
She not.
Girl,
But so you
I don't
think?
want them problems,
So you think? Like it was annoying how quickly they got into a relationship. It was really uncomfortable for me because I'm like, hold on. First of all, you're pregnant in real life and you're an actress. I get it. How do I equate real life and fake life? I always okay, great. Well, anyway, you just got out the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that you were in prior to that, and you're jumping right in with the lawyer that's defending your husband on trial for capital murder that can send him away for the rest of his life. And then we all saw what happened in the episode. Tell them what happened in the episode, in case you missed it.
Lord have mercy. Where do we start?
Handlebars is holding her ears because she didn't see it. How the hell you didn't watch it on demand?
Okay, well, listen.
Didn't Tasha give him a check?
A lot of stuff happened. Okay, so what happened at that point was Tasha and the dude met for dinner or drinks or whatever, and she tried to give him a hypothetical situation. What if I had a friend that
What if I killed Ray Ray, basically?
Exactly, you know. And he was like, well, if it was Ghost, he's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And she says, it was me. I need a lawyer.
Crucial.
And he says to her, he gives her an ultimatum. I can either be your lover or I can be your lawyer. And y'all know Tasha's a cold bitch. Let me tell y'all what she did. She opened up that pocketbook and took out a check and was like, will you represent me?
I know that's right.
That's right.
Put the money where
because
the
she
mouth
knows
is.
he still has those feelings for her. So no matter what happens, she thinks that he's going to do his best to
crucial.
Make sure she's
power is such a part of our being at this point. It's too short. We need more episodes. Whoever's responsible. But you know what I knew? I knew Dre was gonna get his head knocked off. But more importantly, I knew Kane and Ghost and Tommy was finna click back up. I knew when he didn't kill Ghost or Tariq. When he didn't kill it, because he had them both. He could have killed them both.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? He was in cahoots with the girl, with the lady, whatever. But when he didn't kill him, I knew the day was going. And when that thing ended and you saw them three in the car, you knew it's finna be hell to pay next season.
That made me happy. I wonder if that made anyone else happy.
It made me happy.
Yeah, I was happy.
Because I think that, like, if you think about what has transpired, you know what I'm saying, in season 3. I mean, we went from season 2 into, like, you know, literally Kanan wanting to kill Ghost, and there was no coming back from it. Tommy was still kind of out of wits as far as, like, what actually is happening. Yeah. And now it's kind of like, you know what? We brothers, man. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't know if I could really be cool. That's because they all want
Dre. They all trying to get Dre.
Well, I mean now, but I'm saying I don't know if I could really be cool with somebody put me in jail for 10 years. But at the same time, it was circumstantial, and we don't know their life and what they did because we only started the season.
Exactly.
Clearly they had
There's a lot
whole
that we
life
missed.
before season 1 because this is real life. Power is real life.
Damn it.
God damn it. So I handlebars, you can unlock your ears now. You heard everything anyway. You're going to be produced to this joint.
Exactly. Right? I don't know how you going to edit this later.
So I have a new show alert. New show alert, Baller Nation. Ozarks. Is it? No, not Zarks. It's Ozark with Jason Bateman. I promise you, my friend Justin Anthony put me on to Ozark at the top of the weekend. I think it was like Thursday or Friday night. Okay. And when I tell you on Saturday, I binged all day, watched 8 episodes. And big shout to Netflix. The most genius thing about Netflix is that you can watch the whole season. You can watch the whole season.
And they just released some marijuana strands in the names of shows.
Really?
Yes. Ooh, they're getting themselves, I am a smoker. Netflix, holla at your girl. Feel free. Send that Narcos over Netflix.
And Narcos is back.
Yes.
New show alert.
Yeah.
Narcos is back. Baller Nation, you have some real TV to watch. And speaking of Luda Day Weekend, we clearly survived Luda Day Weekend.
Barely.
Clearly survived, but at the world famous compound.
Oh my God, on
Saturday night, it was so many people. But the biggest moment of it all, drum roll please. Vin Diesel came in the club. That might not mean nothing to you.
Because they don't know no better.
You know what I'm talking about? But if you think about it, not his combat boots that he wears in the movies and actually wears in real life because he had them on last night.
He definitely had them on.
But in the scope of what it is, he's about to be a billionaire off of one franchise. And he took the time to fly to Atlanta, Georgia, to come to Ludacris's birthday party, which his birthday is actually September 11th, but it was his birthday. It's Luda Day Weekend, a big charity event. And when I tell you, the club really reacted in a way that I did not expect. I mean, it's not like you book Vin Diesel to come to the club. Not even he wouldn't even take a booking at a club because he's literally one of the biggest box office stars in the world. But then Tyrese came up.
Yeah.
And then you had Terrence J, you had Lala, you had Joseph Sikora,
Cardi B, Tiana Taylor, Jadakiss.
Yo, Jadakiss came. But big shout out to Cardi B. I can't get enough of Cardi B right now.
I just love her. I love her.
I can't get enough of the black love in the club too. We'll talk about that shortly. I'm sure you guys. But Kevin Hart had his Heartbeat weekend in Vegas, so big shout to Kevin Hart. Definitely a Baller Alert supporter.
Is that always Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, and you know, it's just I think it's his third year. Maybe I think it's his third year, second or third year. But he had Usher. Nice. I saw he had French Montana, Jermaine Dupri. So big shout to Kevin Hart. In case you missed it, that went down this weekend. And Hurricane Harvey, young SuSolo. I mean, we've been seeing social, obviously, Baller Alert Foundation partnered with Aristocrat Life and Project Aristocrat Life down there in Houston. We donated some money. We also sent Gilbert Arenas and some of our other celebrity friends to donate, and sent some trucks, and where I did my speaking engagement this week, which by the way was tremendous. So thank you for all who participated in the Dream is Real workshop. There's always another level. The guys from the gathering spot also sent they sent the 18-wheeler down with a whole bunch of products.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yes, and they also connected with the Aristocrat Life Project. Big shout to James Harden, who donated $1 million.
So I've heard. That's awesome.
Of his own money. And JJ Wyatt, man, he started out over a week ago now, and his goal was to raise $200,000. He's raised over $10 million.
Get out.
With the help of Ellen DeGeneres and a bunch of other celebrities and just normal people that wanted to help the Harvey victims down there in Houston. And Chance the Rapper, babe. Like Chance the Rapper.
I love Chance the Rapper.
Is on his education give back like no other. Almost over $2 million he raised for Chicago schools, public schools.
How old is this kid? How old is Chance?
I mean, not old enough to be that socially conscious.
Yeah, he is amazing. He's so advanced and mature, and I mean, to call him a humanitarian is probably minimizing, actually, you know, what he's capable of. This guy is amazing.
He's using his superpowers for good, and he actually is starting an education award show. Yeah, the first of its kind. And that's amazing. So big shout to Chance the Rapper and his endeavors. If the Baller Alert Foundation can, let's get this. Hold on, give up a Chance the Rapper. You know what I'm talking about? He's a real player for Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? But if we can do anything with the Baller Alert Foundation, please reach out. We would love to support. And yes, baby, comment creeping. It's your turn, SuSolo.
Paying from it 4 times. Creep.
Yeah, that thing right there. We got some intros.
I love to creep. Okay, so this is going to be a little different. This week's comment creeping is going to be a little different. So we were going back to Compound, partying at Compound, and it was so fun. Kenny Burns does his thing every time. If you haven't been to a KB party, get your ass up and go to a KB party.
Come on.
So, I mean, there were just so many people in there, like we said earlier. And for me, you know, coming out of a relationship, there are some things that I've missed.
You single? You back on the market, baby. I just want to put that in perspective. We on Baller Alert Radio, you know what I'm saying? We got 4 million followers. You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Anyways.
We can talk about that later?
We can talk about it a little later. Yeah. I was just so wrapped up in their love. Did you see them?
Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert were extra affectionate, and not extra and bad. I'm just talking about every chance they got, they snuggled up. And it was dope. Black love.
Certain songs came on and they were dancing together and kissing each other, and I love.
You yearn?
I love it.
You yearn for that?
I was sad.
You longed?
I was sad.
Why was you sad?
I was happy, but I was sad for myself.
Right.
Yeah, I was happy for them.
I just want to say one thing. I mean, you know, this is an unforgiving business. We always talk about this, and this is actually setting us up for Baller Mail next. But, you know, this is an unforgiving business for relationships. At times, you know, people, you know, think that they can't have because the industry won't allow it, or I have to know this many girls and guys to, you know, actually have a business or be in this business the way I want to, and it's not true. You can have a better half or a significant other.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy, I think, especially as a woman. the guy has to be really secure in himself and in the relationship.
You ain't Kenny Burns, baby.
I'm like, you can't expect me to be home at 1 o'clock. I might not leave the house until 1 o'clock, you know, on most nights. So it's not an easy thing. But you know, I'll find you, boo. I'm gonna find you.
Hold on, we got a candle, baby, in case you want to dive deeper. You know, we can have a little bit of time for.
You know, I'm just enjoying my hotation right now, and I'm just going. Issa with the hotation.
Wait, did you get that from Issa Rae?
Of course I got that from Issa.
I thought you just made that up. We was going to have a whole nother category on Ball Alert. Hotation. I said, this nigga.
It's very real. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Sometimes you just got to be grown.
You just got to be grown, baby. I'm ready to be grown.
But you want to be married or no?
Yeah, of course. I want to be married, kids, all that. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. What
are you willing to do? I'm just curious. Let's set up Baller Mail. Can we set up Baller Mail, please? This is a perfect segue.
Message.
So you really, so you do? You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, now I have a question for you.
So scared. Okay.
We had a segment, and I want you to read the entire segment to bring, bring it to the front of the conversation. Can you just read it, and then I'm going to ask a question. I want you to. This is something we've posted on Baller Alert. Harvey, the love doctor, is supposed to be here. He's supposed.
Miss you, brother.
We miss you, but SuSolo got you. So can you handle my love?
This was such a good one. Okay. Ballerific relationships. Do you require your significant other to be on the same financial level as you? And this was blogged by Peach Kiss.
Crucial.
Very crucial.
Because we know this gets interesting when we got the paper right in the relationship.
Everyone seems to have their mind made up on what type of person they want to spend the rest of their lives with. Mm-hmm. Knowing the type of person you want gives you the opportunity to set standards. What you don't want to do is lower your standards for anyone.
That's right.
They can either get with the program or get left behind. One standard that should be on everyone's list is financial stability. Many go into relationships and do not have a clear understanding of their partner's goals. You have to ask questions. If you don't ask about their plans, how do you know that you are going to be a part of it? How do you know if that's the path you want to partake in?
Crucial.
Don't continue in a relationship and get blindsided by something you failed to do. When relationships are on the serious, I did.
Okay.
Shit.
I heard some.
When the relationships are on the serious level, you have to know what kind of money your partner is making. Not in the sense of, I have to know what he is making so he can splurge on me, but know their finances so that you can build together.
That's right.
If they are not goal-oriented like you, it is time to hang it up, sis. Now, I am not saying that one sex has to make more than the other, but you both have to bring something to the table.
Facts.
If your significant other is in school to better themselves and you are the only one working, there is nothing wrong with that to an extent. You have to be careful with those people who major in permanent student life.
Yes.
They have no clue what they want to do, keep changing their majors, and have been in the same position since they were 18 years old.
You know what? That was great. Great job, SuSolo, in resurrecting that Peach Kiss did. But you know what's crazy? And you guys know this. We just left lunch. Mm-hmm. I never let women pay. That's just not. It's just not who I am. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
I believe, because I grew up in a single parent household, so I believe that you're supposed to take care of your woman. I think that men are the providers. We clearly are, in a generation now where women are super independent, make as much money as men in some cases, and that's all good. But I come from the thinking of, I'm going to take care of my woman. Not that she can't work, not that she can't do what she wants to do, but, so in my mind, having been in a relationship as long as I've been in a relationship, it's a fact that there's things that women bring to the table as well as men that are equal to money. It is a fact. There's no way that in my personal relationship I could do what my wife does and do what I do and be a functioning human being. Like it would probably drive me, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't think about all the intangibles, right? You think about, okay, well, they need to be having this money because if I'm gonna be doing this and I need to afford this type of lifestyle, and if I can't afford it, then I don't need. But no, it's almost like you have to enter the relationship knowing what the other brings to the table, not just monetarily, but brings to the table. Because you have to complete me as my partner, right? Wouldn't you agree?
For sure.
And I think that if you can come into it like that, money, if you're getting into a relationship with money or because of money, then that's not a way to kind of, you know, go in.
Yeah.
And obviously, I would love to tell people, build your empire with your mate. You know, build your thing together. But obviously, that's not always possible. You might meet a rich person and
and you guys connect,
and you connect, and it's the next level. But I don't think you should really judge someone, you know, on the monetary value they bring to the relationship, rather than how can we build something together and what does that look like.
I think it just depends. Obviously, everyone's situation is different.
Facts.
Something I was having a conversation with my girlfriend Reese, and
hi Reese over there in the corner. You're so cute and little with your little ass foot.
Thanks for visiting me, friend. So, you know, she said something, and I was like, you know, I used to think like that. I used to think that I would be okay dating a man who wasn't financially stable. Who was not financially stable. I used to be like, oh no, it's good. Like I do my own thing, you know, I'm fine. I don't really need a guy to do stuff for me, but you know, fulfill other areas.
Yeah. Put that D down. Give me the D.
And I just realized that I don't think that right now in my life it makes sense that some of the guys I meet have so much potential but are not working as aggressively as they should to be financially stable. So that's what bothers me. Like, I don't mind if you are working towards it.
Right.
That's cool. We can work on that together. But I think a lot of guys that I'm running into these days are comfortable, and that's very scary.
Is it because of the men you're surrounded by?
I think partially yes.
Okay.
And sometimes they just are attracted to me. I don't know why they come up to me all the time.
The ones that don't work.
The ones that don't, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, I can tell you why, SuSolo. It's because you can get them in the club. It's because you know Kenny Burns and all your, you know, big brothers that are running things. And
they're like, yo, shawty thick, and I can get in the club for free. What?
Yes. Slim, thick,
Stay away from me,
But
nigga.
you know what it is, too? I think that, like, you know, we were just actually talking about this, and I had one of my seminars with Rob Hill Sr. Big shout out to Rob Hill Sr. And a girl asked me, you know, she literally was asking me, like, you know, why do I attract these type of guys? Why? And I think it's because you allow it to happen. And I think it's because
I'm too nice. It might not even. Nice.
It might. It's the, you know. First of all, big shout out to all women. You guys have a motherly quality, a take care of man quality that is just innate.
That was nice, Kim.
But it was just, it's innate in you guys, and we don't salute that enough. So that is why, right? But then I think and it's all specific to the person.
Yeah.
Specific to, you know, the woman, but. You know, maybe you think sometimes you got to put up with a little less than you want or might deserve to get to the point of having it all, or having, you know. The thing is, you should know if the motherfucker got tattoos on his face and smoke weed every day, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with tattoos on the face. Again, when we talked about this in the first episode, but I just think that it's certain things you should be able to see. You know what I mean? That can be telltale signs on what's to come.
But we're also not having those conversations anymore. Like, people are kind of jumping into relationships pretty quickly without having those real, off the damn DM, without having real conversations. You know, they're jumping into it based off a facade or they felt how they felt.
Yeah.
But feeling one way and knowing is completely different. Yeah, you actually told me that earlier.
Yeah, and what you want, what you need, different things.
Yeah.
You know what? I could blame it on the drugs on one side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you have these addictive relationships that exist now, right? I know a lot of celebrities that are in relationships, and they're drug buddies with their mate. You know what I mean? Even their friends. But then on the other side, if you have common sense, right? If you have common sense, like there's a 3-week to 3-month window that I think you should give a person. Okay. In those 3 weeks, you know, you're setting the groundwork of how you want to be treated, right? You're going on dates. Okay, I like my door open. Okay, I like, you know what I'm saying? I like the bed made up. I like, okay, this motherfucker don't put the toilet seat down. Like, it's just certain things that and it's to preference, it's to specifics, you know, to the person. But I think there's things you see in the first 3 weeks. First month, second month, okay, boom. I kind of like this, you know what I'm saying? You're probably fucking by then, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 100, because if you like the person, you know what I'm saying? You done had enough mental, you know what I'm saying, gymnastics in your own brain to know if you want to go there. So you go there. Okay, cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay, we can get that. Sexually, I'm in there. 3 months, you have to be knowing if you could be with somebody. And it's not saying that you lived with them. It's not, but by then you know their family history. Are you cool with your mama? Do you love, if someone doesn't love their mama, it has to be some unforeseen circumstance that's so drastic. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? And then, like, how do they deal with their siblings if they have brothers and sisters? So I just want to put in perspective, and, you know, I'm glad we started talking about that because it opened the door for more. And every time we have these conversations, Baller Nation loves it. But I just think that people, man, you gotta notice the signs. You know, you gotta pay attention to the signs.
We're a selfish being, you know. We just want to be with whatever situation makes us feel happy at that moment.
Yeah, but
a lot of us don't think about longevity, which is the unfortunate part. I mean, we should be asking these questions in the first, like you said, 3 weeks.
And it's not even asking questions; it's paying attention.
Paying attention, you know, but also having in-depth, detailed conversations. Don't just talk about the club. Don't talk about how good the food was. Like, have real conversations about family and finances.
What is the normal conversation when you meet somebody? I mean, I want to know in the dating process and the talking to someone and getting to know them. Like, what? So you don't talk about life and career?
I have hated dating in the past, which is why I didn't have a boyfriend for a decade. But coming out of that, it was real fucking brutal, man. It was so bad. Yeah, you just do what you gotta do. Like, you've got to.
So you are amazing. I fucking love you.
I love y'all.
Just do what you gotta do.
Okay, so the typical conversation that I've witnessed is, oh, where are you from? Oh, okay, how old are you? Oh, what you like to do? Oh, I like to do that too. All right, bet. Like, and that's it. It's like, we
all right, there. Bet. It's like green light go?
Legit, it's okay, bet. I'm like, what? I don't.
What's okay, bet?
It's not cute, man. It's not attractive. It's a horrible time, excuse me, as a woman in this industry, dating. Like, it's horrible. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what their goal is. I don't know if they understand how life works. I don't know the type of, like, they're empty conversations. Empty.
Crucial.
Yeah, my love tank is empty.
Does it matter to you if the man has money? Truthfully.
He doesn't have to be rich, but you also can't be comfortable.
So what if he has a plan?
I'm cool with the plan, but I have to see action with that too. Like,
Facts.
You can't just.
I wanted you to say that.
Yeah, you can't just be, you know, on the couch for 2 years working on your business.
So, but I'm working on it. We about to open up the Kale Pizza spot.
Nah, the Kale Pizza spot. Like, no, that right. Like, that can't happen. You know, there needs to be real action. Like, if there's not something that I can physically help you do to achieve that, then I feel like you're not working on it. I should be able to help you do something. Set up Eventbrite, or, you know, take tours of venues for you. Like, there should be something that I can assist you with. And if you don't have anything for me, then you don't have anything going on for yourself.
Yeah, and I just think that if you are dating someone for money, you know, it's gonna come out, right?
For
you know what I'm saying? If your thing is to find someone that, you know, to find someone that you want to take care of you, to, you know, and there's some men that are willing to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think that we talked about them last week. It only lasts so long if you don't want to help set up Eventbrite, if you don't want to go find the venues. That's why I really fuck with you in real life, because all that was like, it's very real. You try and do events, well, I do events.
You. Yeah.
You know what Eventbrite is? Oh, you know, okay, well, AG owns Amora.
Yep. Yeah, right. I'm there. Like, I'll support you, but I think the lack of ambition, it's not so much the money, to be honest with you. It's if you're not ambitious enough to go towards a higher level of where you are, then, you know.
Okay. All right, so I want to involve you in my Confucius Says.
Okay.
Confucius Says. But you know what, Sue? Like, I was telling you and Light Skin over there at lunch, I had a a moment with my 13-year-old. Like I had like, so I don't know if you've seen on my social, I think he even made Baller Babies. I don't know. But anyway, so my son is 13. He's amazing. He's a creative. He's stylish. He has a clothing line called BRNS Lifestyle. And I was, sharing with you guys over lunch. My older son, he got his ass whooped. I ain't, it's just your new parents, you know what I'm saying? What the hell you say? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I love you. The dream is real. And then, as you become a parent and you parent, you learn certain things are better not done or better done this way. And I don't whoop them as much, you know what I'm saying?
The younger kids never got it as bad.
Exactly. Like I think that they don't. The younger ones don't, right? So he has that fortunate state in my house. So anyway, long story short, I was telling you that we coming off the red carpet the other day. He's with the Migos. He's with Ayo and Teo. Ayo and Teo. Big shout out to Ayo and Teo, by the way. I hosted the BMI Awards this past week, and they were phenomenal. I mean, the dance routines. I'm not saying they were phenomenal rappers. I think they're phenomenal entertainers. Okay. So you don't need to be a hell of a rapper all the time with that, but they're dope kids. Young stars. It looked like Circus Soleil. That's what it looked like. I mean, they were doing handstands and so.
KB approved.
No, KB approved. Ayo and Teo, big up. But I took him his first red carpet. He was having an amazing time. And so during the process, I'm telling him like, yo, don't trip. This is your life. You know what I'm saying? These people are your peers. They're going to be around you. You don't have to, it's all good. Don't get
starstruck.
What I say, don't get
caught in the hype.
Don't get caught in the hype, right? So I'm like, super happy for him. And then, obviously we're having lessons throughout. So then the other day he wants to go meet his friend, right? So I am, and this is for all you parents out there, because I know you go through it. But I'm like, yo, you can go out with your friends, you know what I'm saying? But be ready by X, Y, and Z. So the time I told him that he had to come home was passing. So, but he's like, yo, but it was 10 o'clock. We told such and such mom. So mine's just 2 hours. So I'm like, you know what? 10 o'clock. Have fun. I know you out there. I heard the whole ramblings of the girls gonna be there. I want you to go ahead.
I'm gonna let my son live. You got your Fresh Force ones.
Yeah, you ready to go.
I can't.
And then his mom goes to pick him up at 10 o'clock, and guess what? He's not there.
Ooh.
He's not where he's supposed to be. And for me, I was like, when I'm hearing the story, I'm trying to process it because, I felt like that good ass whooping was coming. I just felt like it was coming.
It was necessary.
It was coming, but I just want to get more information before I locked all the way in. So I'm getting the story. Yeah, he's supposed to be at X, Y, and Z, but then he was across the highway. This man don't drive. He don't have an Uber. Exactly.
Okay.
He's across the highway with a bunch of people. Now, mind you, I only got a bunch of people. I didn't get specifically.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of people. So in my mind, I'm like this. And he's over across damn highway and woo-wah. So that's all I hear. So the last piece was giving him an opportunity to say the one thing he could get him out that could get him out of the shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just in my brain, I want to choke the shit out of him, but I'm just like, please say what you got to say so we can have a conversation.
Save yourself.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Guess what he says to me?
I'm scared. What did he say?
Dad, I got caught up in the hype.
No.
It was like a trigger word. I saw red. I grabbed him, threw him across the ironing board. You know what I'm talking about? I just did the real defacts shit to come get you from defacts. Come get me right now.
That's what you don't say to Dad.
Exactly. Not when we just had the conversation about not getting caught up in the hype.
You put him on the red carpet to understand that he does not need to get caught up in the hype.
When you're speaking to these people, you're selling your clothing brand. You're selling your clothing brand, right? You're selling your clothes. You're here to sell your clothes. You know what I'm saying? You're here to meet people, make when Milan comes, hey, I'll tell you, I got you, man. Ludacris, I'm setting up the thing. Don't worry about my daddy. I got
right.
That's what you're here to do. So long story short, I go in. And today he comes down and he says, Dad, I know you trust me. I know you trust me. And I was not being trustworthy last night.
Ooh.
At first mind, I'm thinking, you fucking politician.
I
This is a cold
swear.
piece of work. You just hit me because I was like, you right, but you ain't finna
He started out real good. I know you trust me.
Yeah, I know you trust me.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Great job.
He's a politician. So I'm like, okay, but let me tell you something. Matter of fact, who was you with? Because I hadn't asked that. He's like, Dad, you know, it was me and like 6 girls and my partner. We was over where we was. I said, you was with 6 girls?
2 guys and 6 girls?
2 guys and 6 girls.
Oh.
So in my mind, Daddy's like, oh, you was with girls, huh? See, if you'd said that, you wouldn't have got your ass whooped. And of course, my wife's like, what you mean? He wouldn't have got it. He needed his ass whooped. He was with 6 girls, 6 guys. It don't make no difference.
He should have told you that, because I think coming from you, it would have been a completely different conversation. You would have had a totally different experience.
And it would have been, but to my wife's point, in which I have to also stand by,
yes,
he was wrong for leaving. So he deserved his ass. But at the same time, you cannot blame someone who hasn't experienced what they're doing as a child.
Yeah.
And I can't, you know, and this is for all their parents, you know, on that line of should I whoop my kid or shouldn't I? And a lot of times, no. But sometimes, yes, because they need to be scared of something. You hear me? But I can't blame, Confucius says, I can't blame him all the way. Mm-hmm. He's curious, he's young, he sees his father's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And that he's out here in these streets, you know, creating for a living. Mm-hmm. So I can't go and just be super mad. I mean, he deserved that, he needed that. That was 1 out of maybe twice he gets it a year. Yeah. But at the same time, in retrospect, I think that, you know, he has to be conscious of his decisions. Yeah. He has to be more in the moment. And we all do. Because in life, a lot of times we jump out there because we get caught up in the hype. We get caught up in doing what we think, you know, we should be doing, or what other people doing, or what other people think we should be doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? And we cannot do that. We got to focus, as I Handlebars, who usually doesn't say shit, said. Because she's special. Get her on camera. Please get her on camera. That's I Handlebars. Her hair is on flickety, flickety,
with the wine color lips and stuff.
Wine color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, you got to stay focused.
Yeah.
Don't let these people get you off your square.
Yeah.
I told my son, I said, if you did all the sneaky shit you did and was back at the place you was supposed to be at when you was supposed to get picked up, you would have been straight.
Winning.
But you have to be on some whole, I'm not answering the phone, you missing the FaceTimes, and you know we FaceTime because we want to know where you at.
Exactly.
Step to the side. Excuse me, baby, I'll be right back. My mom and dad called. Oh, don't even tell me your mom and dad called. Hold on, baby, I gotta take this call.
It's important.
Because I know you out here fronting for the ladies. Your daddy did it. You was a player, you come from player lineage.
Player lineage.
But don't, Baller Nation, get caught up in the hype. Confucius says, don't get caught up in the hype. Until then, Baller Alert Radio, we're out of here. Peace.
Baller Alert. The dream is real.